Cool. So we have started. All right. So like I said, what I'm going to go through, I'm just going to give a quick summary of the announcement. We'll just go through it. I'll read through it with you guys, see if there's something that maybe was unclear. We'll go through this. I'll tell you guys what I've been hearing. I'll tell you guys the conversations that we've had. And yeah, so I will make something very clear. At the end of this call, it's it's going to be one of two things, and I'll explain more after, or explain more here in a bit. But we're going to end up doing one of two things. Either one, I will fulfill the promise of lifetime commitment. I will end the group. I will upload everything on YouTube. You guys will have everything for free, and we can move on our separate ways. That's option one. Or option two is that I maintain the small fee that I've charged, and some will take it, some will not. There are many ways to void the fee. And yeah, we can continue the group with those new terms just because it's what makes the most sense for both my time and energy. So we'll just go ahead and put it at that. So with the announcement, all right, so this is extra, extra, right here, starting 2024. Like I said, everything revolving RCV will be a monthly, not sorry, a yearly subscription. The price I have settled at was $200, which evens out to about $16 to $17 per month. Why did I do that? Because it's not the same looking at a $200 charge rather than a $16 charge per month. Um, it's not the same, so kind of just wanted to have that on there for you guys. Um, so the reason why I'm doing this is I do want you guys to start taking this from a yearly basis. Last year, like you guys remember, I took everybody out and I just said, "Hey, let me know that you're active," just so I could see a head count. And I will say, pretty much about a little bit more than 85% of people were still active, which was a good thing to see. Which also made me realize that even though the group chat is active every day, not everybody is active within the group chat, which is 100% okay. There is no obligation to be, you know, to force yourself to, be, I guess, mention anything in the community. It's if you want to take this as a private journey, you do your own thing, cool, no problem with that. But like I said, when it goes on with when it comes to the group, it's getting to a point where the workload is just not worth the reward that I'm getting, which at this point is basically zero. Um, I understand that, like I said before, that there was a lifetime commitment, and I will come back to that point here in a bit. But when it comes to the yearly subscription, right? The if you want to avoid that, then you can go as follows. It's like if you joined after July 1st, cool, you don't owe me anything. You're new to the community and I've not given you enough time for you to meet the voiding requirements. So I will void the year if you joined after July of this year. Um, Option two is for any of my more experienced guys. It's just like, look, if you're in the group and you have a 3 to 6 month record of consistent growth, then that is perfect, right? It doesn't. I'm being very, very. I'm not going to be too tedious about this. If you have results and you can show them to me and they meet that criteria, awesome. I will void your fee. Why? Because if you are making money here, then hey, you don't owe me anything. You've the goal was for you to start making money with this avenue, and you have, so you don't owe me anything anymore. Right? I also want to see who has been actually taking this seriously, who has actually not only taken the time, but actually gets it. Just because there could be some things that you could tell me in terms of like a feedback, um, in terms of a feedback basis that can possibly help, the next guy, the next two guys, the next three guys. So that's with that. Right, option number three, if you have been consistently sending me journals, right, and following the Discord as pretty much as it was created to 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 do, right, I will knock off $50 from that initial fee, right? This is, pretty much just a thank you to those who have been taking this seriously, right? Because by taking it seriously, it doesn't necessarily mean that if you take this seriously, you would become profitable. But if you're taking this seriously, right, then I think that means something. And if you're serious in terms of sending me journals, or if you're just serious about trading as a whole and you become profitable because of that, then cool, you don't owe me anything. Um, Next is if you feel like you bring some type of value into the group. I don't know I'm honestly, I'm not even going to give examples with that just because like if somebody can bring in something creative, then hey, you know, I will deem it as valuable enough to be in the community with no fees, so you can stay here. So if you feel like you bring some type of value outside of what is already shown in there, then cool. If you feel like you're very, very active in the community or just whatever you want, all right? Whatever you want. Just give me something that is portrayed as valuable. And if so, I will void the fee. All right. And cool, I will take off, another small fee, excuse me, right, if a review is given, which is also not mandatory. So I wanted to go through all of this because for some reason I'm getting messages and it's clear in these messages that you guys did not read the whole post and maybe there's a language barrier, et cetera, but like I just don't want you guys to come at me from an emotional POV without reading the whole post and then now I have to re-explain everything and then it's a big time killer, sorry. So I want to do this. I want to show you guys pretty much what I mean with everything. Um, but yeah, I won't take up too much more of your time. Like I said, right, the business, it just does not it simply does not make sense for me to continue these services for free. It just does not. It's a lot of work. It's already deviating away from my trading as it is. I want to focus on other things. Right. So, but if I am to focus on other things, then I would have to leave this behind because it simply is not profitable. Right. And if something is not profitable, then it does not make sense. So I'm just going to be straight up with you guys. I'm not going to keep investing personal resources just to operate the group. It just does not make sense because then I don't know what this is going to get to. And it's more of a willingness thing. Right. And based on the comments that I've been getting, people say that, oh, maybe you owe us a bit of loyalty for being with the group for so long. And it's just like, well, yes, but I also deserve loyalty in return. Like, do you guys forgot or have you guys forgotten that I made a whole new course that took me months to build for free, right? Not only that, but I've added journal reviews for free, right? I'm heavily involved. Many people DM me on a regular basis and I answer them within 24 hours, right? So like I understand the whole loyalty POV, but it goes both ways. Um, like I said, you guys don't necessarily need to pay for this. Like I said, if you guys don't want to pay anything, I could just make this free. I'll end the group and we all move on with our lives. There's no hard feelings, and I will have committed to, or I would have fulfilled that commitment, right? Of quote unquote the sorry, I'm having a brain fart, but the lifetime commitment. Sorry, that's the word I was looking for. But yeah, I can fulfill that lifetime commitment, end the group, and we can all move on, or I can keep a fee, right, and we can keep this going. So really, the choice is up to you guys, and I'm open to hearing your thoughts. So I won't be on here too long, guys. If nobody's saying anything, right, I'm just gonna move on. So I need some people to talk, some opinions. What do you guys think? Do I still plan to upload? What do you mean upload? We do Zooms every week. Oh yeah, probably, yeah. The thing is you guys aren't here to watch a course. You guys are here for direct involvement with me, with the admins, and with other traders. That's why you're here, right? I didn't hear too much backlash from the first time we uploaded the course. So I don't expect the same thing here. I have new stuff coming, right? I am not going to give full details on that simply because I don't want to give you guys promises today. And then 1 month, maybe, okay, I have to postpone it or I have to postpone it, right? But more stuff is coming. Just have to give me time. When do these new changes apply? Probably next week. Let me see. Yep. And like I said, like if you guys make it to the point, right, where you want to be, which is the goal of the group itself, then you don't owe me anything, right? Because at the end of the day, in my opinion, 200 bucks a year is not much, right? It's a Netflix subscription, being honest. Yep. But please guys, definitely don't disregard being able to void the fee, right? There's many ways to void the fee, right? And I'm happy to oblige with any of these four options, 4 or 5 options, right? If you meet those requirements, cool. Then you don't owe me anything. I'll just keep you in. No worries. Right. And also with the fee, the whole fee thing as well, I keep it at a yearly basis just because I pretty much want you guys to take this journey from a yearly basis. I think for the most part, December is a great stopping point for the year, especially probably next week. Once markets really start slowing down, like if we look at AUD USD, you can see stuff start to pop up. I mean, stuff start to pretty much consolidate, especially from the scalp/minor intraday. So it just kind of makes things untradeable. It makes it a great stopping point where you can sit back and kind of just see what your progress has been for the year and decide whether or not, this is something for you. Yeah, so hold on, let me add the comments. How long would you be sending journals? Um, Trust me, there's been a very, very few amount of people that have been sending me journals. So if you've been sending them consistently to an extent for the whole year, I won't be too hesitant. I know who has been sending me journals. I know who has not been sending me journals. So if you have been sending me journals, tell me, and I will tell you, hey, it's cool. I'll fulfill that. Let's see. I wasn't too happy at the beginning because like I already paid, but I completely understand from a business side because if you're not profiting, it's not beneficial in terms of a business. Yes, a lot of people are friends, but you made this as a business to begin with, and you shared your knowledge when you didn't have to. So yeah, the fee is fine. As I said, it's a Netflix subscription. Yeah, man, it really just falls down to value. Right. If you guys don't think this group or this community, this everything that I do, if you don't think it's worth 16, $17 a month, by all means, leave. Like I don't need you here. I don't want you here if that is what you think. Because I definitely think that based on everything that we do, this is worth well over 20 bucks a month. All right. But I'm not going to charge that, right? But and then let's also make this straight. I'm going to say this here on Zoom as well. Next year it will be the same fee. If I increase the fee, it'll be like I will definitely need to have come in and brought in an exponential amount of value for me to increase this fee. Right? Like I can't even think of what could make me increase the fee right now. That's how so yeah, it'll be 200 bucks per year. If we keep the same business model, unless I start bringing in a whole bunch of more extra resources. But I don't see how that would influence the payment for the community itself. Anything else would just be extra. So I'm gonna keep this, kind of just how I'm stating it now and keep it going for the next couple of years and see just what happens. Um, I'll pay the fee, but like I said, it wouldn't be good if you published the course after most of us paid. Yes, of course, I completely understand, but are you joining this group to watch a course? Is that why you joined this group? The fee will not stop that. I probably be honest with that. But if you join this group to watch a course, you probably aren't going to see results, if I'm being honest, because you could do that with basically anything in any other group, and it'll be the same result. A course itself will not make you profitable. I think the fee, you avoid the fee. Yeah, if you want to avoid the fee, just show me the criteria, show me that you meet them, and I will fulfill that. Um, wanted to ask what format is the journal in? Yeah, I'll closer to the end of the year, I'll go through my vault of journals and I'll show you guys some more good examples based on what's been sent. I'll just have to get permission from them to send them. But I'll show you more examples and we can go from there. But if you want like a quick summary, all I want in your journals, you can put pretty much anything you want. I just want you to be able to show me the ideas that you're trading, because if you can't show me that via the chart work, then I don't know how you do it, if I'm being honest. So as long as your chart work is coherent and I can understand what it is that you're looking for, then I can find the mistakes. So we take the mistakes one mistake at a time. Like let's say you show me a trade where your structure is off, but then also you can't find a POI correctly. Well, hey, we're gonna take it from the top down. You need to first work on your structure and then come back. And then once that's fixed, okay, then we'll work on POI selections, etc. It is a one step at a time kind of thing. Uh, Yeah, I also, yep, it will stimulate more engagement. And then also like this is me pleading to you guys. Like you guys need to fucking communicate with me. I get honestly, if in terms of journals, it's less than 20% of the group. Right. And I get it. There's a good amount of people that are already profitable, so that takes up another percentage. I get it. There's also people that just bullshit, and that's completely okay. Like it's, hey, like I get it. Like shit happens, life happens. I get it. But I do need you guys to start being a little bit more, just have a little bit more engagement, especially with me, just because I need to see where you are. I want to see how I can help you. And you got to make this $200 worth it, man. Like you got to make this payment worth it. Like I'm getting a couple of messages saying, oh, if you void my fee, then I will start sending you journals and I will start putting in work. And it's just like, brother, what? Like you paid for this, you weren't serious, shit moves on, and now you want to be serious? Like I can't do that, you know? I can't do that. Um, let's see. And yes, yep, I think I will like I said, I expected backlash and it's okay. But I think it'll be a net positive for the group down the line. It's just if you're committed and you want to be here, then you will be here. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. And people who want to be here, they want to learn how to trade. So if you're involved in the community chat, which is active every single day, then hey, you will see some progress after an extended amount of time. Mm. Fridays and Saturdays. If it's late, it's cool right now. But I like to accept them Fridays and Saturdays so I can get like the next couple of days um to do them. Yeah, I know. Yeah, backlash, like I will say there have been a couple of guys who pleaded a very good case, very good case, and I found accommodations for that. But for the most part, I do wanna, and I don't even mean this in a bad way, but a lot of the responses do seem a bit entitled. Um, so with those people, I mean, there's not much I can do. Not much I can do. Yeah, I mean that's the point, man. That's the point. So I kind of excuse me. The main goal here is I want to hear what the I want to hear what the potential backlash is. I want to see what you guys think, right? Because it's easy to sit here and say, hey, like I agree with this, but then you DM me something else, right? Like unlike most Zooms, you actually can't see the comments here, so I'll just be reading the comments, and if you have anything to say, speak up, you know, like let's talk about this.
I don't have any backlash really. Everything that was already said is pretty much, I think, commonplace. But I was gonna say, in a sense, some people can see it. Someone brought it to my attention. Like what do they call it? Like a club. You know, like you're part of like a certain club or somewhat. You have like that yearly fee or something. So I think
Yeah,
it's a
I
good
mean,
idea, especially to repay you back.
yeah, that's how it goes with like country clubs and networking groups and stuff like that.
Yeah, it seems to be exactly in that fashion almost.
Yep, except it's way cheaper. A country club will run you minimum like 15 racks. No, it's I won't be uploading any Zoom like any Zooms from like early 2022 till now. I think for example, especially over the past like 4 or 5 months, like in the Zooms, I've shown you guys basically everything I know. Right. I've shown you guys every model that I use. I've shown you guys how I use them. I've shown you the application over the span of a couple of months. Right. You guys already know my fundamental rules. Right. So and as far as like any of that stuff, I will not post. That stuff is, in my opinion, it's too valuable, and it's why you guys join. So most of the Zooms they will stay as so. So the plan is I want to offload the website from the course from the website, and I do want to keep case studies, and I do want to keep the Zooms, right? I kind of want to. You guys can push this too, right? But just an idea I'm having is if anybody who shows me their track record and is showing me that they're profitable, then maybe I can incentivize them to make some type of case study. Hey, this is the way that I use the information in my own way. Um, and maybe it can help you, right? Because I know in the case studies I believe Raj made his own video, which is pretty much how he looks at trades, which is very distinct to how I look at trades, but it follows relatively the same foundation. So I kind of want to start incentivizing people to maybe make types of case studies in video format, 5, 10, 15 minutes, um, just to pretty much show how they use the information and go from there. That's just one idea I have. I have more ideas for content and stuff. It won't be anything too crazy, but anything that I think will help, it'll be there. Yeah, no. In RCB, like the new, I guess, model, business model is basically, hey, you're not joining here necessarily for the education. Um, yeah, I'm kicking everybody who is not active. Yeah. Um, but as I was saying, with the new business model with RCB is I kind of don't really want to charge for education anymore. Most education you can, there's plenty of free education. Yeah, it's not my material. Yeah, it's not how we trade. But most material is free to an extent. So I just want to make that free. And I want to pretty much what we're selling is one, the maintenance work, two, the community, right? And three is direct involvement with me and the admins. So, um, no, new people, no. I won't be charging 1K anymore. Yeah, new people, I won't be charging the same for new people. Right now, we aren't even accepting people right now, not until we get all this sorted out. Uh, yeah, exactly. Once you're profitable, you don't need to be in the group. Exactly, you don't. That's why if you are profitable, I don't charge you because you're an asset, right? You're an anomaly. You've you've beat the curve, you know? So those are the people that I would 100% love to keep in the group and then maybe, potentially um work with in the future. Yes, yes, I completely understand the whole you think that there's also fear of not being successful before 2025. And hey, if you're trying to cram to meet this fee, I think your priorities are jacked the fuck up. I think your priorities are 100% incorrect. Because I got the inspiration for this year by year thing by I'm a big fan of Patrick Bet-David, if you guys don't know who he is. Um, Pretty much very successful entrepreneur, heavy on the politics these days, but pretty much he had given this advice to I forget who it was, but I'm gonna chop this up. I don't remember everything exactly, but pretty much what he said is if you want a successful marriage, then you got to take it year by year. Um, yeah, PBD is a great father figure. But basically what he had said is if you want to be, in a great happy marriage, then take it year by year, right? So if I ever get married, then hey, I'm gonna take it year by year, right? You're stuck with me for a year. And after that year is met, if shit doesn't work, then we can split ways, but we have to give it that time, you know? Of course, it's not as like, how do I say it? Like Like it's not as binary as like, hey, after 1 year, then we will jump ship, right? It's not like that. It's not like that concrete. It's just saying, hey, take your relationship on a yearly basis, and if it works, then let's keep it going. If it doesn't, we can split ways. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, no, no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would hope. I mean, is it not? Is anybody in here married? Juice, are you married? Oh, nice. Tell me, how am I, is that quote incorrect from Patrick and David? Please inform me. Like, do you just, I guess, suck it up then and just stick together or what? Let's see. Oh, okay. I see. I see. True. Okay, then fuck the example then. But hey, that doesn't change the principle. Okay, I guess I'll take the loss on that one. Yeah, you're right, and I guess that's probably why I won't be married.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I was just thinking, Fred. I was like, if there's like
Yeah.
a non-negotiable that you have in a relationship, I don't think you should wait if it's like February to the end of the year to, think about divorce.
Yeah, yeah, of course. But the same thing here is just like, hey, if you blow account number 15, let's say, you just realize it's not for you, okay, then once the year is up, you move on. Yeah, marriage is not in the cards for me right now. Yeah, yeah, it's not. Um, one day at a time, okay, fuck it, I'll charge a daily fee. Fuck it. 30 cents a day. That would probably make a killing. See, 30 cents a day times, let's say 300 people times 365. It's 30 racks. Never mind. Yeah, that's a whole different problem though. That's we're kind of deviating away from the topic here. But yeah, awful example, my bad. I'll take the L on that. But basically, back to the point, I want you guys to take this at a yearly basis, right? If trading is for you, if it's not, I want you to give it that year. Yep, yearly performance is a good measure. Yep, and then like I said, the last 2 weeks of December is just a great stopping point. Great stopping point. So what other objections do you think you guys could possibly have? Like, because obviously it all falls down to perspective as well. Like you see, like Kanakis, he's been around since literally the beginning. So his opinion is completely different from another individual's opinion because simply because he has made it. He's made it. Right. Whereas if the other person didn't make it, he's like, oh, well, I've been loyal to this group for 3 years. Why am I not getting special treatment? And it's just like that's not really what it's about. So I kind of just want to hear what you guys think if the tables were flipped. Oh, no, 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 man. Let me tell you something. If people were in my position, they would fuck you guys. $200 would not be shit in that situation. They would make the fee way bigger. Like, bro, there's people that charge relatively the same level, or not even level, but the same amount of um services that is offered in RCD, and they're charging 5K, 10K. Like, bro, what? Like no, it's like if the tables were flipped, it would be way worse. Not with everybody, but with a good amount, I will say. Does it mean that you'd be posting the update too on the public channels? No. No. If I make anything else, unless it's like case studies or stuff I can just upload directly on the website, it'll be paid. It'll be paid stuff. I'm not gonna put in a bunch of work just to make something for free. Um, yeah, it's a value discrepancy, yeah. A performance appraisal. I don't know where you got that idea from. It doesn't sound like a bad idea, but I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never said anything about a yearly appraisal. Uh, took me a minute. What you want here for yeah, look, of course it's success, but because like I'm not thinking right now, a year from now. I'm thinking 5, 10 years from now. And for the most part, I would say the most valuable asset today, right, is one, it's branding, and two, it's a sense of community. Um, so in 5 to 10 years, if I can continue to build this community and I can continue to make successful traders, not only is that goodwill going to be there, right, but I now have extremely competent motherfuckers in this group that are ready to take on the fucking world. And then that means that the opportunity for multiple types of ventures will be there, right? But right now, this is the trench work, right? This is the beginning. This is we're currently working towards that, right? So that's kind of how I see it. It's just like I don't want to just take, an invoice from you guys. I want to see you guys succeed. I want to build relationships with you guys because at the end of the day, like in this call alone, we have so many different walks of life in this call, right? So many different countries, continents, walks of life, etc. Right? That means that there's opportunity left and right, but we also need to be competent ourselves to not only have that internal trust between each other, but to actually want to pursue some type of project like that. And I know some of you guys are already involved in projects like that, so you guys kind of understand what I'm saying. But like I'm thinking of the future, right? If I just focus on trying to, squeeze money out of you guys as much as I possibly can today, right? Down the line, that's gonna fuck me, right? Um, yeah, but this isn't about RCD anymore. Right? This isn't about like vouching for my brand, right? It's just so you guys are competent, you guys have cash ready, and then we can start seeing what kind of opportunities can be done, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be under the RCB umbrella, right? I'm thinking beyond that. Like who's to say like in a couple of years I make a lot of you guys profitable. We now have like a type of quote unquote club here. You know what I mean? Where we have yearly meetups, right? Where everybody is prospering and but that takes a lot of work. Like we have to work towards that. You know what I mean? Like we have to build towards that. And yeah, and that's very, very hard, but the main thing is staying consistent. That's why I didn't want to just end the group, move on. You know what I mean? I didn't want to do that because that means that the last 4 or 5 years of building this community um, were pointless. Mindset calls with Sergio voided or not? What does that mean? What do you mean voided or not? Let's see. I totally understand why this is put in place. What I was learning from, they removed everybody. They realized the info they had was so good, charging 40K plus yearly. And they've got a lot of clients putting in the work and focus to get what they want. The info I've taken in since I've started. Set different today, but damn, people were charging 40,000 yearly. Yeah, man. Like once you start, if we're talking like let's say you meet a billionaire, like how much do you think it's gonna cost to get an hour of their time, a day of their time, you know? Like I actually saw a video on that. I believe it was yesterday. And right, and I'm not comparing myself to these people, right? But for example, what's his name? Jeff Bezos makes, I think, $2,000 a second or a minute or something like that, something insane like that. So imagine what it would cost to take some time out of his day. Right. Once you're messing with these higher tier guys, they're gonna start charging you 30, 40, 50 grand just to be involved with them, just to enter their circle. You know what I mean? And fuck that. Like we make our own circle. But yeah, like I said, I'm thinking long term. Right. I'm thinking long term. And I don't know what this group can bring us long term, but there's only one way to find out, and that's just putting in the work. They charges 250K for one-on-one. Yeah, I promise you he's a fucking millionaire. I promise you he's a fucking multimillionaire. Will this be uploaded on the website? Yeah, I'll probably upload it, bro. No worries. Except the only problem with the recording is none of the messages are saved, I think. Like the chat isn't saved in the recording. At least I don't think so. But I'm doing my best to try to read every comment out loud. Election Mosey paid 100K to speak to 1 hour to Grant Cardone. Yep, same concept. Yep. Yep, but I just hope that this fee is just worth the upside. I mean, like I said, $200 is 20 pips on a standard lot, you know. It's not really too hard. Are you going to continue to grow our CVS for posting Instagram? Honestly, I don't know, man. I don't know. Um, because like I said, like teaching already deviates me away from trading, then trying to focus on that on growing RCV is gonna deviate me even more from that. So the plan is I just want to upload some stuff onto the YouTube. Do that over the next or span of a couple of weeks. Maybe do like a once a month post on social saying, okay, hey, like just like a quick update, and say, hey, just update, and then say maybe these are the results that we've seen in the past month. To do that on a month by month basis. That way it's low maintenance. And then I could also maybe start the I could start up the blog again where I could just start typing about, random topics, and you guys can give me those topics, and then I can start doing those on the side. But in terms of like full on pushing marketing, no. No, I don't want this group to be 1,000 members or anything like that. Like all I want for this year is put in that initial workload for RCV in terms of the socials and getting all the content out. And then just solely focusing on trading, on you guys, and just being consistent with our trading. So that's kind of like the plan, the goal. And then a year from now, we'll see. Somebody said something about a performance appraisal. It's a cool idea, but it just has to be worth it for me because I'm not going to do 300 appraisals. It'll take forever. Um, but yeah, I'm sure we can. Like, we can discuss this later on next year. But yeah, does anybody have any more questions, concerns? What do you guys, any more objections? I mentioned to that once. DM me, we can talk about it. I won't void the fee. But we can talk about it. Just DM me. Like I said, it's not a big fee. It's not a big fee. But yeah, just go ahead and message me. Do you have an estimated amount for the new course? There is no new course coming. I never said anything about a new course coming. Um, but I did mention some stuff in the announcement, which is on the screen now. So please read it. Yeah, I'm sure I know. I know what he means, bro. Um, it's just something that really ticks me off is when people don't read what is given to them and then they try to ask me to explain it. But that's just something, a pet peeve of mine. For the new idea of the course you mentioned. No, it's in the post, brother. It's in the post. Like it's concrete. I specifically said it in the post. Let's see. Cool, and I expect this amount of people on Zooms now. So let's go ahead. Probably gonna wrap this up soon unless you guys have any more questions. Any more questions, guys? Anything else? Yeah, no, guys. Thank you, guys. If you do, okay, cool. No, another one. If you do take a, it'll be different, bro. It'll be different. It's neither of the two options, bro. But I will tell you this, and I told this to a couple of people as well. Stop focusing on others. You have your sole fee. You pay your fee. You focus on your trading. You focus on your things. Don't focus on others. Like, don't ask about new members potentially coming into RCV. What does that have to do with you, bro? It does nothing. Okay, yeah. If you have friends like as far as new people that want to join, like right now, I'm not accepting anybody new, but I'll make a post on Instagram. So just wait on that and we'll go from there. Probably give me like a couple days. Forex dictionary, very good setup. Yeah, what do you mean by the Forex dictionary? What are they? Because honestly, like I don't know if I want to stay in the FX niche, if that makes sense. Like I said, with potentially building this group up and actually I found it right here, the forexdictionary.com. But yeah, but like when it comes to like what I said with the long-term vision, I don't necessarily want that to be in let me show you guys right here. This is what he's talking about. I don't know what this is if I'm being honest, but this is who he said. This is where he came from, is what he's saying. But yeah, but like I said, when it comes to potentially venturing out later on, once I have a solid amount of people that are profitable, I don't want it to be in the FX niche. Like what are we gonna do? Make a broker, make a funded account site, create a journal, like you know what I mean? Like I don't think that makes sense. Like there's bigger money out there in a non-shady industry that has been proven to work for decades, you know? Make a pod? No, fuck a podcast, bro. Fuck. No, I'm good on that. Yeah. Oh, that's the name of company. Oh, I hear you. Cool. What is their setup? Let's see. It's a very neat website, I'll tell you that. Very neat website. No, fuck a trading pod. What are you gonna talk about there all day? Risk management? Psychology. Fuck, man. Because like don't get me wrong, like I started following quite a bit of people in the niche, like uh just to see what they're posting about, what they're doing. And most people in the industry, they just want to sound like they're trading, not like real trading stuff. Like, and I won't give any names out, but I'm sure you guys can find them if you really wanted to. Hmm. But yeah, like any type of project that might want to do with you guys or anything, it's not going to be FX related. Stratton Oakman, yeah. Just who knows, like I don't know what the future can bring. I don't have plans for it, but I am gonna prepare for it, if that makes sense. So that's just kind of the gist. Cool. So any final requests, guys? Any final comments, concerns? Cool. Okay, so seems like we're all in agreement with everything. The feast stands. That's what I'm saying, man. That's something that also is kind of just pissing me off. It's like now when I make an announcement this big, now you guys want to be active. Now people want to engage. It's like, no, like the engagement should have been going on. And I hope that this change inclines that, incentivizes that. Like I want people to be interacting. I want people to kind of osmosis their way into becoming a profitable trader. Like especially in this group, like there's people that are already doing it. You just got to osmosis yourself in, put in the work, right? Take your time and go from there. But I will say, like the announcement did pop up a couple of people that just never say anything. No journals, no comments, nothing. But it's good to see that people are still active. Like I said, I don't necessarily want to force you to be active, but I still have to go off of what I see. But yeah, I guess we can just go ahead and end it up here.